Hello everybody, it's me, it's Dread here. Now today I'm going to be teaching you how to beat the Devourer of Gods in Revengence mode. This is a full guide. I'm going to explain all of the mechanics, the phases and all that. So first off, before we start, you're going to want all this gear. I'm doing this as a ranged class, by the way. You're going to want a Sea Dragon. This is a super duper good weapon. You can get it just before the Devourer of Gods. And the bullets we're going to be using is the Holy Fire bullets. It's a super nice combo. And the Tarragon, we're going to use the Tarragon armor. This is just the best pre-Devourer of Gods armor along the Asgard's Valor. This is super duper good. Sniper's Essence. I'm not just using Calamity, by the way. I'm using Fargo's mods, some other mods. This is like an upgraded Ranger emblem. It's really good. This is from Calamity. This is the Ambrosial Ampule. This gives me some defense. I emit light. Increase my damage reduction, increase life regen, immune to some debuff, more life regen, pretty good. Affliction, you can get this from Poltergeist in the dungeon just before Devourer of Gods. You can read, I'm pretty sure, just read those stats, just look at it, it's pretty damn good. Deadless Emblem gives me some damage and crit. Auto Injector, this is extremely good. This gives me a bunch of buffs. It gives me some defense, life regen, low cooldown healing potions, increases length of invincibility, gives me some decent stat buffs. This is a Fargo's mods. Accessory. This is the Void of Extinction. This gives me a bunch of damage, and these are the Seraph Tracers. So the things you're going to want to do as soon as you have all this stuff, you want to build a platform across your whole world. Not really across your whole world, but I used a item. You can't actually see it, but there was a platform along here. I used an item. What was it called? It was called a sky bridge builder. Added by Louis AFK. I like that mod. It's really useful. So you press a button and it places a platform across your whole world. Very nice for Devourer of Gods. You want to have two across the whole world. And then I think that's pretty much it. And now I'll explain the fight as we go along. So you're going to want to have your map in this mode so you can actually see where you're aiming, because his head will be on the map. You can just shoot at it on here and it will be lined up. So what you're gonna do, he has a few phases. He actually has two separate boss fights. What you have to do, the first fight is a joke, really. You just have to DPS him down as fast as you can without. He summons minions along the way at about 50% and 25%, I think. They might be off only by a little bit. Doesn't really matter. He summons one minion at 50% and then two minions a bit later on, like nearly dead. But you just want to DPS him down before these minions can kill you. Make sure you hit him as much as you can without getting hit. So for adrenaline, really not getting hit isn't much of a challenge. And then you have to fight the three bosses again, the three mini bosses from the Rune of Course, like the Stormweaver, and the other two, Cygnus, Hell one, and the Dungeon one, Ceaseless Void. But I've already beaten him on this world, it's a really nice feature. Once you've already beaten him, you don't have to go through that middle phase again, where you have to kill all of those bosses. And then he has a final phase. He has about 3 million health in this phase. He's really tough. He's got a lot of defense. And he gets a lot harder along the way. So I'll show you how to do this bit here. I've explained everything you need to do. Now I'll just show you. Also, what he'll do, he has a blue. Oh wait, two more things. He has a blue phase and a purple phase. Now in death mode, this won't exist. It will just be a black phase. The blue and yellow, the blue and pink in the background indicates what mode he's in. Pink is attack mode. Blue is passive mode. Passive mode means he'll just hover about over you for a bit. He will eventually get in front of you, and then he'll come down over here. And when he cuts you off. That's when you want to double back and keep shooting him from like this. And then he'll go into purple phase, when he goes into purple phase, you want to go on your bottom row. And then he'll charge at you. When he's about to hit you, just get up and start hitting him like this. He'll be like right around here. This is where you DPS him down as much as you can, use your adrenaline, whatever. And then he'll pretty much die. And then you do the middle phase. And I'll show you that phase now. So you drop down onto this bottom platform, ready for the pink phase. So as soon as he gets in front of you and about to cut you off, that's when you double back. There you go, there's his minion. Oh man, I got hit, that's bad. Now we just have to DPS him down. Just go up and down and to dodge this guy. If you miss adrenaline, just go up and down, dodge them. Not too bad. Yeah, that was slow. That was sloppy. So next, there would be the thingy phase, but this time it's this phase. This phase, you want to keep... Oh man, that was bad. He spawned the wrong way. So the first phase will be the same, except when he charges at you, he will keep going, even though he's like on the bottom platform. His behavior is a bit different, but nothing too major. He will still charge at you. He will just like keep going when he charges you. So you want to fly up when he charges at you. So bottom platform still the same, and then go up to the top one. And then when he comes onto your screen, use adrenaline and start flying up, and then dodge the other way that he comes, and this will be just fine. And then just repeat this. He doesn't spawn minions in this fight, by the way. Then when he gets to about 50%, he will go invisible. You can still hit him, but he will start summoning lasers. This is where you want to dodge the lasers at around 50%. This is phase 2. I'll show you when we get there. And adrenaline, fly up, dodge the other way. There you go. You can hit his tail, by the way. I don't know if anyone knew that. So this is when he'll start going invisible, and when he's invisible, he can't actually he'll hit you with contact damage, but you just want to dodge these lasers, but you can still hit him while he's invisible, which is a really nice feature. You used to not be able to, but I like the way they changed that. But overall, nothing majorly different with that second phase with the lasers. It's quite tough to dodge, but if you get it down, it's not so bad. Okay, there we go. Use adrenaline. Oh, he flies that. Okay. If he like loops over himself like that, don't double back, because he'll just keep going the same way. But when it goes into pink phase, that's when you want to double back. In this phase, anyway. Oh, this is a pain. He will start charging. Oh wait, no, it's fine, because he can't actually contact that. That's when it's bad. When he starts coming out of his. That was very unlucky. Came out of his timing, so he could hit me while he was charging and while the lasers were still there. That's really unlucky. Here we go, final phase, 14%, 15%. This is when the screen goes black, so you can't see what phase he's in. That's the whole point. But you can easily tell what phase it's in. You don't need me to tell you that. I'll wait for him to charge at me. There he is. So you just want to hit him as much as you can. There you go. Also, don't always keep an eye on him on the map. Just make sure your mouse is generally in the right place while you're dodging the lasers, so you can get your adrenaline up just to damage him. Now, if you want me, I'll do this fight one more time without talking. I'll do this fight one more time without talking. I'll put music on.